In this painting, you see Bacon in a sense of great excitement in his life. This is an artist very much at the top of his game. For me, this is one of the greatest paintings that has ever come to the market by Francis Bacon. This picture was painted in November 1970 at a moment of real optimism in Bacon's life because he was preparing for his landmark 1971 exhibition at the Grand Palais in Paris, which was only the second time that a non-French artist, and in fact a living artist, had had this honor bestowed on them, and the only other artist had been Pablo Picasso. The great thing about this picture is the double representation of the self-portrait and the fact that the two heads almost look like mugshots, one looking directly at us, which is absolutely characteristic of Bacon's visage, the other one at a sort of slight side angle as well, and the right-hand panel was chosen to adorn the cover of the very well-known Milan Kundera publication on Bacon's portraits and self-portraits. His self-portraits, if you like, mark, I think, the real apogee of his artistic output. The wonderful thing about this painting is that it's been off the market and just looked after in one family collection ever since it was painted. I mean, it was acquired the same year that it was painted, 1970. It was lent to the Paris Grand Palais exhibition in 1971, and then once again in 1993 to a show in London. But apart from that, it's always adorned the same wall. What's really interesting about the painting, and particularly in light of the fact that Bacon was a self-taught artist, is the real range of painterly technique, from the color field application in the background of the painting to the use of corduroy to smear on different accents of paint, and then a paintbrush, a loaded paintbrush, just to smear different parts of color, really to redefine the shape of the visage. The color in this picture is perhaps one of the most exuberant palettes that I've ever seen in a Francis Bacon. I mean, this wonderful mixture of lilacs and pinks and blues and reds. It's a heady, optimistic range of different colors and very much influenced by some of the French artists that he admired most of all. I think really many ways Bacon actually measured himself perhaps most of all by the masters of European painting. One thinks of the great self-portraits of Rembrandt, for example, or Van Gogh, and I'm sure that Bacon saw himself as their artistic equal, if not their great successor.